Okay, Whiskey Before Breakfast. It's a good old fiddle song that's a staple in many bluegrass jams. It can be a little bit tricky to learn on a dobro, mostly due to the tempo that it's usually counted off at. Overall, it's a great song to learn on dobro. It's in the key of D. You learn a lot about kind of how to move around in that key, a lot about the open scale. You also learn about how to string together a couple long lines of strictly eighth notes. You know, how to utilize some of your hammer-ons and pull-offs and slides to make those longer lines easier to get them up to speed. To access the backing tracks, tabs, and video files to this lesson, click on a link in the video description below. You can also subscribe to my email list, get notified when new lessons come out and other things dobro related by clicking on a link in the video description below as well. Thank you. All right, let's check out measures 1 through 4 of the A section. Here they are played slowly. All right, so this melody starts on right in measure 1. There are no pickup notes in this version anyway. So what that does is it's going to start off with kind of the first 5 notes of the D major scale. If you're not familiar with that, I do have another free lesson on the D major scale that you can check out. So what we're going to do, instead of just playing all 5 notes and while picking them, we're going to throw in some hammer-ons and slides to make it easier when this song is kind of played at a faster speed. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit that 4th string open, hammer on to that 2nd fret, and then slide up to that 4th fret. That'd be the first 3 notes of that D major scale. 0, 2, 4 on the 4th string. Again, we're going to hit that 4th string open with our thumb, hammer on the 2nd fret, slide up to the 4th fret. Then we're going to hit that 3rd string open, hammer onto the 2nd fret. Again, that's the first 5 notes of the D major scale. Then that's followed by the 4th string open. We're going to hit that with our thumb. And that'll be the first measure. Then in measure 2, we're going to start that one off at the 2nd fret of that 3rd string. Hit that with our thumb. Followed by the 2nd string open with our middle finger. Returning to that 3rd string 2nd fret with our thumb and doing a pull off. Then that leads us to that 4th fret of the 4th string, where we're going to hit that with our thumb. And we're going to do a pull off. Then we're going to hit that string open and do a hammer on to that 4th fret. Here are the first two measures. That leads us to measure 3, where the chord change goes to a G chord. And for that, we're going to slide up to that 5th fret of the 4th string. That's going to be followed by that 1st string open, followed by the 3rd string open. We're going to hit those with our middle and index. That's kind of all G chord notes there. And then also in that measure, it goes to a D chord. So we're going to slide down to that F sharp, which is the 3rd of the D chord. But in this particular pass, I just kept the same open strings. I'm going to hit that D string open after that, on that 1st string with my middle. And then I'm going to hit that G note with my index. So the D is in the chord, the G note isn't in the D chord. But I just kind of kept it to keep momentum for that measure. It's not that much of a stretch. But that particular way of playing this measure is good if you are in a situation where the song is played fast and it's kind of hard to keep up. It is a hard song to play fast on Dobro. Other things you can kind of do in that measure to kind of help you with the speed is just the main melody notes in that measure are the 5th fret and the 4th fret. You know, you could actually just play those 2 notes in that measure if the song is moving too fast for you. Those would be the notes that you'd want to hit. So in this case, I did just kind of keep the open strings, which is a little bit easier than the full melody. In the next 4 measures, I do kind of play more of the actual melody, so you'll be able to learn that too. And you can kind of pick and choose between, you know, which 2 versions you like, or just keep them different to have a variety going on. That leads us to measure 4, which goes to that A chord of the progression. And we're going to be doing playing a lot of the melody here at the 2nd fret. In the version I did, I started off with a triplet, hitting that 4th string, hammering on to the 2nd fret, and then doing a pull off, hitting that with my thumb. Then I'm leading to that 2nd fret of the 5th string, hitting that with my thumb, followed by the 2nd fret of the 4th string, hitting that with my index, and doing a pull off. Then going back to the 2nd fret of the 5th string with my thumb, ending on the 2nd fret of the 6th string with my thumb. There we go. Again, that's over the A chord. So again, in the 4th measure, I got kind of busy. I did that triplet. Again, if the tempo is too fast in the jam that you're playing, simplify this measure. So you could just go 2nd fret on that 4th string, pull off, 2nd fret on the 5th string, pull off, you know, and then end up on the 2nd fret of the 6th string if you wanted to. Right, so kind of simplifying that. So that 3rd measure could be 5, 4, then a simplified 4th measure. Right, so you're still getting the key notes of the melody, but you're simplifying it, you know, to make it easier for yourself, or to be able to play it at a faster tempo and not have to play all those notes.